This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And with that, what's up guys? Welcome to the Stanley Parable, an interesting little game that I can't really say too much about. I think this is all about experiencing the game for yourself and just seeing how it goes. So yeah, we are Stanley, we had a little introduction, and I guess the game really wants me to go away right away. I already play tested it a little bit just to see the controls and everything, that everything works right. And honestly, the first thing that I want to try...
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Is that?
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly.
The door is locked.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Here it comes.
Oh! Oh! Oh, and we're back. That is interesting. So, I have to do it.
But Stanley simply
okay, never mind. So
pressure.
It was just a restart.
What if he had to make a decision?
Alright, fine. So we're actually gonna step outside of the office. Can we now close the door? We can. And it's locked, which is spooky. I assume we're not gonna be able to enter the other offices, but we can look in here, but no one's there, obviously.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself.
Yeah?
Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
I can't go back. Stanley is starting to second guess himself, but we're gonna move on. We can actually interact with some of these things. Is there any other computer that is turned on? No. Okay, I'm always gonna close the doors behind me. Oh no! Can I open it? Okay, thank God. I'm paranoid now that I'm gonna be forced to restart again. Let's just turn off all the computers, awaiting input. Oh! I can only input once? Or do I have to input into other computers? Username? No. Okay, input received. I hope that was right. Can I go here? I can't. I don't think we can jump or like attack or anything. We can only try to interact.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Rude. I'm just trying. I don't trust you. This game. Oh! That's a secret. I want to go up the ladder. The little step ladder. Oh, what happened there? Can I clean this up? Please, I need a mop or something. I'm gonna click on every door. This is my destiny. Oh, there's like a second room there. I'm gonna close this door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, this is... Can I like go back? I can't. Oh no, I'm locked into this decision. Can I like... juke it? I can't close the doors. I mean, let's follow for now and just see if... I knew it. I wanted to be fast. Oh no. We're gonna crouch. I'm scared. We can still try to open everything. I mean, so far, I think we're being a good little Stanley. We're following orders. Can we close that?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, do not change anything. The meeting room. Oh my god, look at this. The schedule. Marketing Mondays. Boss's inspection. Ideas and development. Office party! When? On Friday. What? This is too small? What the heck? Targets. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Uh-oh, Chris, do we need... Oh, wait. Not cost efficient. Please keep the targets on who moved my desk. Man, this is a cool office, actually. Like, just seeing this, I want to work here. Employee. Gym, what? Rate of increase in graphs, okay. Can we... we can't do anything here, I think. Work harder, hard worker. This is so cool. I love the little details everywhere. But I don't think we can do anything, so I'm gonna try to go here. Okay. The broom closet, Chris! Chris, is Chris in here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nah, man, Chris is in here. Can I get the wrench or something or anything? Maybe
there was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Nah. Now you gave me the reason to be here, because I want to hear more of the narrator stuff. I'm gonna be in my broom closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trigger the narrator.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Because I can.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Simply because I can. Because Chris is in here. This is the main goal of the game.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
And that's exactly what makes it so special. It's a secret room.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
The broom closet ending, guys. I found the biggest secret in the game.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What?
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
This is getting rude, narrator. Now you're forcing me to stay in here just because I'm salty. I'm gonna...
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I'm dead?
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
But I'm moving the mouse.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I almost really want to go now, just because to roleplay with this as the new human. Or is that already the ending? It might very well be that that's the end of the broom closet ending. It's not the broom closet ending after all. I'm gonna give it like 5 more seconds. Okay, let's go. Fine, you win.
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, really? What if I go in here again?
You too? Unbelievable.
Yes!
I'm at the mercy of an entire
Oh my
species
God.
of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky.
I'm sorry,
I'll
narrator.
just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, fine. Now we're just gonna, we're gonna leave the door open. The only one that's gonna be open. Ah, a stairway?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I was kind of being weird back there, but we're still gonna follow it for now. We're just gonna go up here. Can we go here? We can't. We're gonna go to the office. Oh, fancy. Yeah. I definitely don't regret going here. I can close the door. Chairs. Oh, the bathroom. No! I can't use the bathroom. Fair enough. Oh. I don't like this. This is creepy. I'm being locked out of everything. No computer. Nothing here. No telephone. That's probably the office. This is locked anyway. Nice windows. Just nice interior. Oh, look at this.
Stepping
Whoa.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Look how huge.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. 2845. Do I need to roleplay? Or can I cheat as Stanley? 2845. Can I drink something here?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2845? 1 second. I mean, Stanley would be curious, right? We would be curious.
2845.
Man, look, I'm a memer. Yeah?
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
2845. See? I can do it. But I guess it's too late. The narrator is already sick of my antics. Oh, this is interesting. So now we are in like some sort of construction area. It looks like it at least. This is super dark. I literally see nothing there. So I'm just gonna go to the red light. Oh, is that the elevator? Oh, I don't trust this. But we have to do it. Whoa. Yeah, this is dangerous. I don't feel safe anymore. Narrator, can I get some reassurance, please?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
All right. Whoa! Whoa, jump scare. We're going on a little journey. We're going to try to figure out who we are, what our purpose is in life.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nah? Do I have a phone? Can I call, like, the emergency services? The red light is on. That's like an emergency right there. Call 914. I don't have a phone, do I? But I'm gonna remember 914, hopefully. Oh no. I mean, come on, mind control facility? The question is, who wrote this here? So far, we had no reason to like go against the narrator, but someone is obviously trying to help us. Unless this is the narrator doing it. So we're just gonna escape. The red lights are on. We're gonna do this.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
But what if I don't?
Nope, still on board with death.
But what if I don't again? Now look, see, this is the problem. This is locked. This is gonna lock me in. This is not gonna lock me in. That's why I think this is gonna be safer. I don't know if there's gonna be platforming. I don't think so. Like, I don't think we can actually get a game over. I don't like long hallways. Always check behind you that you're not being followed.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Exactly. That is why I like the hallway.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Can you at least explain, like, what the death is gonna be? Is that just... Oh, it doesn't look too dangerous. There is a red light. This is spooky. Like, this could be an image of a horror game right there. I mean, Jesus Christ. Can I just deny and do nothing? I don't think so. I'm gonna... I'm sorry, Stanley. Close your eyes and jump. Ouch. We survived?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
No.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent
No.
and shallow life.
You can't jump.
There goes Stanley.
No. I just got an achievement. You can't jump. Please, no.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Hello.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, what is that? Stanley Parable? Okay, I think we have to go here. I think the boxes are too complex for us to cross. I don't really want to go there. This is like death. This is just nothing. So we're gonna trust this new narrator who lied about our death. Look at this.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
We can't go back. So are we gonna rebel against the narrator? The Stanley Parable. Look at this beautiful place! Whoa!
When every path you can walk has been
What?
created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer? I'm sorry, Stanley. I found out the horrible truth. Nature paintings. Oh, this is beautiful. This is kind of nice. I like this one too. Oh, this is really pretty. This is cool. That's water, but I like it. Whoa. That's also cool. Really nice, but this one by far, I choose this one. Can I get this one? I love it. We're gonna leave the computer for now. The office layout. The path from Stanley's office. Ah. The first part of the game that was built. Can we we can't jump on it? Okay, so here we went there. Those are the 2 doors. Ah, the first thing? Interesting. So this is the beginning, and I guess this is where the game started to go crazy. The corridor. Wow. What is that? Okay, filing cabinets, nice. The office computers. Ah, turn them all off, please. So are those just like game what? Why the credits already? Is this it? Did we get the ending? I don't think so. Maybe this is the ending. I mean, this is music, voice work, artwork, and Steam support. Alright. Then we have the Stanley Parable, I guess the main credits here. Written and designed, additional level design, programming, sound design, and the impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. But who's that second narrator now? Did we get that? Maybe the additional voice work here. And then model design, animation, the character skin, music, webmaster, and of course the source. Alright. I guess I do want to... Well, first of all, the button sounds. Thanks for that. Those are the different door types? Oh no, the office. Okay, I'm gonna go to the computer and see what happens there. If we can boop. Oh no, never mind. It's just literally the original Stanley's computer that we can't press or push any buttons on, which is sad. But now we're gonna explore more. I still don't trust that this is the ending. You never know with these games. Do we want to go into the dark, scary thing? Or into this beautiful light thing with what looks like some numbers? The maintenance room. An early version. Cool, cool, cool. That's just one random thing. What the heck? The point of the Stanley Parable is to lose. Is to win. Oh, we're gonna... Oh, look, the office. The plant. We're gonna go there first. Because... Or maybe both of these are gonna lead to the same middle room. Yeah, I think so. What is this? The boss's office. What is happening? The office clock? Does it work? It works. Is that... That's not our time. But maybe it's the Stanley World time. I think this... Yeah, look at this. This might be interesting. First, I'm gonna go here. The freedom ending. Oh, we can get freedom. I want freedom. The countdown desk. Another... what? Another ending? Or is this like a joke? The Stanley... End... In, off? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this is the thing. I'm gonna hurry up a little bit now. But we still have so much to explore. Some levers. The game is now paused. Okay, the escape menu. Oh, escape. Because if you press escape, not like you have to escape. Oh, trailers. Okay. There's no trailer. Maybe I can activate it somehow. Oh. Hello? It said it has the voice of the narrator. I don't hear anything right now. I'm gonna leave if there is no voice. Goodbye. Okay. I'm just gonna go now. I'm gonna speed this up. Okay, those are more things. Can we I can't enter or exit this area. What is that? The apartment timer. Whoa. Uh-oh. 15 seconds. I can't pick up the phone though. 2, 1. Game over. Oh, and it goes back. Okay. The lift. Oh, and now we're here. Oh, this is where we were. Okay, okay, okay. The narrator emails. How do you make a JRPG? The worst game ever. What is the difference between a duck? Nice questions. Nice questions right there. Less Stanley, more Stanley. Am I going crazy? What's up here? This is just more... Like, did I get the ending where you see everything? The game design? The exit! This is actually the exit, but there's something spooky there. Yeah, I didn't go to that secret room. I want to check that out first. What is this? Those are just the... Okay. The underground. Like, what's that? That's creepy. The outtakes? 3 separate times. I want to hear them. They're so quiet. Stanley pushed the button.
When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. See, Stanley walked through green.
That's pretty cool. I guess that's it. All we can do now is go to the exit of the Stanley Parable. I guess we did good. Did we do good, guys? I have no idea. I'm just gonna hope that I didn't mess up. I hope that was an alright first thing. Unless something is gonna happen now.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Are you talking about the narrator as well? When's the door gonna get locked? I mean, sure, I don't want to turn off the Stanley Parable. Is that the game? Am I gonna, like, turn off the game? Is it gonna quit it on its own?
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Oh my god, I don't know. Should I really? I don't fully trust this narrator either. I don't trust anything in this game. I'm gonna resume. I'm sorry, Stanley.
Don't let time...
Oh. I mean, if I quit the game, it's gonna be the same, right? Stanley? Hello? We're still in the game. Should I wait? We're still playing in a way. But we might have to quit. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. And here we are. By the way, this is the menu screen with a nice little freaky infinite like monitor thing here. Going all the way inside right there. Begin the game again. And we are back. And it is as if nothing has happened. This is Stanley's computer right there. So now we're just gonna rush through.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
That's the same? Or was that different? I already forgot the first piece of dialogue, I'm sorry. We're just gonna go. We're gonna see if anything different happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
The employee lounge, heck yeah. Can we actually go there now? We have already seen a few parts of it. Look at that.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really
Oh,
been
look!
worth the detour after
Oh,
all.
yes, hello,
just to
friend.
spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Can I get
Stanley
some-
simply stood here, drinking it all
Yeah,
in.
drinking. Can I literally drink it all in, please? It's so... Come on. Come on. Do I have any money? I don't. That's suspicious right there. Okay, some curtains.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Dude, narrator, do you see this painting? Or like, not like picture, like this is beautiful. We're gonna stare here.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
No, that's so rude. Poor Stanley's getting bullied by every narrator. And killed. Literally killed.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Exactly. I'm gonna wait for the message before I continue. Come on, narrator. No? Is that already really it? Fine, if you're not gonna talk to me, I will go. I'm not gonna sit here for too long. Alright.
But at last,
Ah,
he
darn
had
it.
enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
First open door on my left. I don't know if I should go against everything. Yeah. But wait. Oh, this is dangerous. I'm gonna go in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know, right? This is dangerous. Whoa, $1,000. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Huh. Nah. We're not that bad. We're not gonna endanger our Stanley. We're just gonna be like, woo!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her. And you know what? I have to be honest, the narrator was telling the truth about certain death. I did get Stanley killed as soon as I didn't listen to the narrator anymore. Huh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Oh?
She's been waiting.
Yeah, what does that mean? Do I have to go here or here? What if I go here? Oh, I can't. There's nothing else to do, right? And if I go back here? Alright, I guess we have to go through the door. There's no other way. I'm just gonna go. Narrator, I hope you're... Oh, this is... What the heck? Oh, it's the
That's
phone!
her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
15 seconds, or is there no timer this time? Can I, like, unplug it?
As Stanley picked
Whoops.
up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just
sorry.
unplug the phone?
I'm so sorry.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly.
Didn't know Stanley
I
would
didn't
actually...
even know that was possible. Let me
Sorry.
double check. No, it's It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Whoops.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
What's up?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Sure. Alright, let's go.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Okay.
He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah,
What
welcome
the
back.
heck?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to
Uh-oh.
worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I'm begging you, please stop. Who's talking now? Danger everywhere. See? Like, who wrote escape? Was that still part of the, like, the narrative? Or was that already a part of everything falling apart? I mean, look at this thing. But I don't think there's anything else to do, so we're gonna go with it for now. Uh-oh, back on the lift? Nah, up here. What? No? I really don't want to go back here.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you
Oh!
jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh, I thought we were going down. I can't jump off, but oh no! There's fences everywhere. Okay, game. I understand. You're not letting me do anything wrong. I can't do anything wrong anymore. There's only one path to follow. This is a corridor now. Okay, okay, okay. I'm not sure what the objective is now. I'm still gonna try to, like, break out here. I'm free. I'm a free
Almost
Stanley.
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
The door on the left, huh? The door on the left.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I really don't know. Like, these are mind games. These are mind games. It doesn't make sense to go back here. It doesn't make sense.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
But I want to see what happens to the game. Like, look. Oh! There's no way? I need to do it? Uh-oh. There's nothing I can do, guys. We need to follow the game for now. Nice picture again. Hello, buddy. Ah, and this is the normal room.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No.
I have to.
No, stop. No, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. There's a stairway. I saw the stairway. Wait. What the heck?
Oh, I'm here.
Hello.
I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Hey, you wanna go?
Oh.
You wanna go?
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
But wait, I've already been
there. It would have been
there.
so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley
What?
would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I have one idea. Guys.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
What?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always
okay, I
putting
see
the
how it
story
is.
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me in, ouch. Ouch. Rude.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
It doesn't work. No matter what I do, it's over.
He entered the door on his left.
Fine, fine. Is it gonna work? Or is it broken anyway? Like, in before it's broken anyway? There's no going back? No?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, the broom closet! No? Rude. Ah.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
oh.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait, wasn't there a downstairs? Are we still in the zone where we can't do anything wrong? Wait, what? What is this now?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not
Is
an
this not
indication
right?
of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice
Into the
receiver next to
receiver,
it.
okay.
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark
The most expensive
115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out.
Look at the panda. What is
Stanley had
happening
been
there?
trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Hello. I don't think I can speak though. There's like no microphone, right? Night Shark? Night Shark.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Night Shark
He spoke it
115.
into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 15515. No, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Okay, now
Please
it's-
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is
Yo.
a crucial step.
Man, you're making me mad. I can't do it. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
You're not gonna
fine,
do it.
no.
But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
Don't sass
If you didn't
me.
want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
What? What the heck?
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Look at us.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
What?
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening?
Thank you for playing the Stanley Parable.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Huh?
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
What the heck is happening?
Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I almost feel bad.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Narrator? It's loading again? What? Wait, what now? Now we're back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah,
No
no,
matter
no,
how
no.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And now it's something different again. Like, remember what the narrator said the first time around? This game is super freaky. Oh my god! Input! There's like a secret for the inputs. You have to input it in every playthrough. And then the computer's gonna do something, isn't it? Oh man! 420. I'm sorry. This is cool though. I don't know how much like I should do now though. Because I'm pretty sure it's still gonna restart. Maybe the computer, the input is the only thing that's gonna change?
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
we're gonna go here.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Ah, look at that!
Yet there was not a single person here either.
We're gonna speedrun this
Feeling
now.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
Whoa,
boss's office.
I told
to
you.
a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But
A car?
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left
I don't
his
think I can
post during
drive.
work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished?
What?
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors
Oh my
close
God,
automatically
creepy.
behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! he
What?
yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
What?
And it too appeared. It was so much fun. And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That's a good question.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
What's
Was
happening
Stanley simply
actually?
deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Okay.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
God damn it.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone,
The
wake me
music,
up.
though.
My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Oh,
I
no.
must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Ooh. Don't tell me that's it.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh
But on
no,
this
Stanley!
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions
I
of
don't
her would
even
affect
anymore.
her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Hey, that's illegal. Lady, that's illegal. Are you crazy? Excuse me?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What's up now? Where's the input? Where's the input computer? Uh-oh, I need to find the input computer. Don't tell me it's gone. Wait, the doors? No, the doors have always been open? What do the differences mean of the playthroughs? Sorry guys, I need to find the input computer. Maybe I missed it here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Huh, okay, no input here. I don't think you have to interact with all the computers either. It's just gone this time. Very suspicious. I don't want to
Stanley
stop.
came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
I'm here, narrator, don't worry. Alright, now we're here anyway.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Don't get
wave of
fired.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thank you. Goodbye. That was all I wanted. Your
Coming to a
acceptance.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's why I'm also gonna listen to you and go to the office. Is it gonna be the normal office?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I'm sorry.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
We're gonna rush now. We're gonna rush a little bit. I want to see how long it goes. Oh! Is this really it? Do we have to go to the mind control thing? Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready for this. Didn't we have a lot of
Stanley
narration
walked
before?
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
1 second.
Although this passageway had the word escape
Okay, never
written on
mind.
it, but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Exactly. We're gonna break the facility. Because we already got spoiled by the narrator that that's gonna happen. Let's mind control.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did
This
he
is
have
awesome.
the strength to find out?
Oh. This is not creepy at all. Not at all. Oh, what's that? Employee observation protocol? Random stuff? And the same thing. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Whoa!
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. Lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Look at that. How crazy though. And now
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
am I the one who controls Stanley though?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Facility power? Are we actually
But
gonna
here was
go
the proof. The heart of the
against the
operation.
facility?
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
This is kind of funny now because that's literally the story that the narrator told us about when we were breaking the game. So it's true. Everything the narrator says, it's true in a way. Is that it? 4. Is that a puzzle? Do we need to get a combination or a code of some sort? Or is there just like one button that just destroys everything? Look, 1, 2. Console disabled. I'm gonna go through the main area here, the main middle walkway. That's a big red button. I wanna push it. 10? What? Let's go up here then. The facility power. So we just have to... Oh, yeah. Awaiting input. Let's give it a bad input. Look at this gigantic screen, though.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Very well.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Oops.
Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand,
Should I leave?
there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
How much time?
How long until detonation then?
No!
Let's say 2 minutes.
No.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your
1.
time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Oh,
Shape it to
2.
your heart's desires.
Where's the purple 2?
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have
my
so
God,
little
dude.
time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers
Where's
are?
the purple one? Where's... Oh!
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
I'm failing at this
but
puzzle,
I'm enjoying
if
this
it's
so
even a
much.
puzzle.
You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me,
Green.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it
Button
that you have
hint.
no idea
Green
where you're
too.
going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did
But
you
there's
just
like no green
assume when you
too.
saw
Red.
that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
Yeah,
Or this door.
the big red button.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why
What?
do you think that,
Re-enter
Stanley?
passcode.
That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
Oh my God!
You're in for quite a
countdown is there.
disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is
I'm
not
so
a challenge.
confused.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world. that's
Yellow
fine.
button.
But I'm going to destroy it first.
What?
So you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have.
Dude, what
left
is
to
this?
strike.
This is kind of
30
epic.
seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go
15
peacefully?
seconds. Whoa, whoa,
Another
whoa.
choice. Make it count. Or don't.
10
It's all
seconds.
the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we
Please,
begin
please,
until
please,
the moment I say
please.
happily ever after.
And we're back, as always.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is the input computer here? Does it only have a random chance to show up? Yeah, no input this time. Okay, I think I'm gonna like end this video here for now. I really hope that all the progress is always saved at all times. I guess what I can do is I can check what happens if I go to the main menu. Okay, so you can start the game again at any time. I'm not sure if you need to do separate playthroughs like in a row so that the game remembers what you've already done, or if it's always saved. I guess you guys can tell me like what I should do next. If you want to see more because I don't know how big the game is, like how many different things there are to do. We've seen quite a bit. I have no idea how long this video is gonna end up being in the end. It's probably gonna be pretty long, but I had fun. I was just content listening to the freaking narration and how epic it got sometimes, especially that ending. I'm happy that I did that last ending now, where everything just exploded. It felt like a boss fight almost, like a puzzle boss fight. I'm not sure if there was a way to do it. I was really confused by the buttons and the numbers and the colors. That was an awesome first impression for the Stanley Parable. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. And until next time, take care.